All right, now that our beam is all glued together, we're gonna take our step up. This is the top of the beam, so you wanna pick whatever looks the nicest and make that your bottom. So if your seam comes together down there and one side looks better than the other, whichever one looks the best, make that the bottom of the beam so that the top of the beam is not gonna be seen. Okay, this is our step up. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna set it in place. We need it to sit 3.5 inches back, so we're gonna take our little beam stop right here, we're gonna borrow it for a moment, and we're gonna just flush this out. Come up closer here and see. We're gonna flush this out right here, and then we're gonna butt this right up to it. Now that it's there, we're gonna screw it in all the way down, okay? Now that that's screwed in, the next step is your truss block. Now it's important you note how the angle goes. The angle actually goes in, so if you come look right up over it, it needs to look like this. Now, we're gonna start here. We're gonna go down to 16 inches on the inside, just like right there. You can see how that lines up. Right there at that 16 mark on the inside. And then we're just gonna screw that into the 2 pre-drilled holes. Those stay in place. Boom, we're done. Next, we're gonna come from the bottom of the beam, and we're gonna go to the top side, and we're gonna go to 98.5. Now you can do this with your tape measure. I like to make a mark. Okay, so I'm gonna take this here and make a little mark at 98.5. That's my mark. Now I know where it is. That's where this piece comes into play. This guy here is gonna be where all of our cross bracing is connected. So this comes on, and then we're gonna flush this end here up. Let's pretend like our single wasn't on there. You can see it's nice and flush right here. And we're gonna stop it right here at this little mark that I made. So if you come this way a little bit with it, my little mark's right there. That's where it's gonna sit. And we're just gonna make sure it's flat. We're gonna screw this thing in all the way down. Again, you can see it's crossing over this space here. So it's another brace for this joint. And then when we get up here to the top one, you'll see this piece here. This is gonna be line up flush. That'll line up flush. This piece that sticks out with our step up. And this is what gets you all the pieces you need, so that it's really simple to put your roof on. But this is how the beam comes together. And 2 of the beams are your gable beams, which are these ones, and then the ones in the middle are your truss beams. So depending on how wide your greenhouse is, you might have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these. And this assembly you see right here, we're gonna flip this over and do this piece here, this exact piece on the other side as well for all of the center, or we call truss beams. And that's how this comes together. So it'll look just like you see it right now, but with this on both sides. And that's how you've assembled the beam. And you can do all this the night before your setup. We have to send these beams split so they'll actually go on the pallets. It's the only reason we send them this way, but we've tested them. They're really, really strong. And there you go. That's how you do it.